Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. I know I've been missing for a few days, but here I am in the flesh. Now, this video is a little bit old, well, about 3 days old, but I still wanted to cover it because I think it is the right move for YouTube to do. So, as you guys know, like if you if you violate YouTube community guideline, you get a warning first, and then after your warning, you're gonna get a strike unless it's a copyright strike. Then instead of getting a warning, you're gonna just get that copyright strike. Now they're instituting this new policy, which I actually like, and I praise them for it. Even the like to dislike ratio is actually pretty good. And I'll show you the like to dislike ratio. Give me 1 second here. All right. So as you can see, 16,000 likes and 5,800 dislikes. So that's still pretty I cannot speak. Overwhelmingly positive. So let's go ahead and check out the policy. I've read into it just a little bit, but the gist of it is like if you get a warning or whatever, and you watch some of the videos or whatever, and after 90 days, those warnings will actually go away. The warnings will actually go away now, which is really, really good because in the past, once you get a warning, it just stays on your file. I should know because I have one of those warnings in my channel. So let's go check out YouTube new policy. The policy that didn't go very well was the like button. I mean the like and dislike, which they took away the dislike, which most people didn't really like it because it comes in pretty handy. You would know, like if you're watching, when you Google or when you put anything into YouTube searching for certain videos, you want to know roughly the like to dislike ratios, because it will tell you whether that video is good or informative, or if it's a good video, it's going to be overwhelmingly positive, right? Since you can't really see it, so you have to click certain videos, you have to click down, you have to watch a few videos before you find the video that you are looking for. But if it had the like and dislike on here, then you would know like, hey, this video isn't all that great. So that's why it has so many negative reviews. So you can just skip it and then go to the next video. So yeah, let us. All right.
YouTube community guideline strike can be disappointing and worrying for creators. We know that creators often don't break the rules intentionally and just want to get back to making great content. That's why we've put together options for you to learn about our guidelines and resolve warnings you receive when violations do happen. Let's walk you through what each of these options are and what they mean for you and your channel. First, a quick reminder about what community guidelines are. YouTube's community guidelines outline what type of content is and isn't allowed on YouTube. There are a number of community guidelines, such as our impersonation policy, child safety policy, harassment policy, and many more. And these policies apply to all types of content on YouTube and help ensure our community stays protected. So now, let's walk through what happens if you violate YouTube's community guidelines and some options you have when violations happen. We've designed a system with guardrails in place to ensure creators have sufficient opportunities to learn from mistakes and make more informed decisions about their content without fear of penalty. When you violate one of our community guidelines, you'll first receive a warning. Once you're notified about your warning, you can review it to find out what policy you violated and what next steps you can take. You'll have 3 options. Option 1, you can take a policy training, which will allow your warning to expire after 90 days if you don't violate that same policy again within that time frame. Option 2, you can appeal the warning if you think the violation was given incorrectly. Or option 3, you can do nothing and keep the lifetime warning on your channel. Note that there's also flexibility with these options. You can choose to take the training and still also decide to appeal. Or, if you appeal and it's rejected, you can still take the training at that point.
See, that's a huge plus right there. I mean, the fact that, I have a warning because I literally was just commenting on a video that's literally on YouTube and the video is still up. But because but the video was put out by a bigger organization, a news channel, and I reacted to it, but I still get this. I'm sorry. I think I got a community guideline warning, which kind of sucks because the video is still up, but you know what, YouTube has this double standard where they would cater to big companies that gives them money, etc., just like any other company. So they will just kind of like look to the left or just not even pay attention to it. Even when you complain about it and let them know, they don't care.
In the cases where you choose not to appeal or you don't successfully appeal, we strongly encourage creators to take the training because it comes with additional benefits. It not only allows you to potentially remove the current warning from your channel, but it also grants you an additional warning if you violate a different community guidelines policy, so you have more opportunities to learn and avoid account restrictions in the future. Let's walk through an example of what this looks like. Let's say you violate one of our community guidelines for the first time. You'll receive a warning and you'll be presented with the 3 options. If you complete the training and don't receive any community guidelines violations for any policies within 90 days, your warning will expire and you'll be back to good standing. If you complete the training and you do receive a community guideline violation for a different policy within 90 days, you'll receive another warning and you'll have the chance to take a new training specifically for that policy. If you choose to not take the training and do nothing, any additional violation for any policy will result in a community guideline strike. Note that after your warning, if you do violate the same policy again within 90 days, you will receive a community guideline strike, even if you completed the training. Remember, if you originally decide to do nothing but then change your mind, you'll always have the opportunity to appeal or to take the training. Now let's walk through what happens when you get a community guideline strike. On your first strike, you won't be able to upload, stream, or make certain edits on your channel for 1 week after you review the strike. After the 1 week period, we restore full privileges automatically, but the strike remains on your channel for 90 days. If you get a second strike within the same 90-day period as your first strike, you will not be allowed to post content for 2 weeks. If there are no further issues after the 2-week period, we restore full privileges automatically. Each strike will not expire until 90 days from the time it was issued. 3 strikes in the same 90-day period results in your channel being permanently removed from YouTube. We understand mistakes happen, and many creators don't violate our policies intentionally. So we hope this system gives creators the chance to learn more about our community guidelines to help prevent violations.
And I like this. This is better. Something that actually helps the creators. You know what I mean? Finally, they're doing something for the creators. You know, before, you know, just with any kind of big companies, most of the time they just care about their bottom line. YouTube is no difference. But the fact that they are taking this step, which is in the right direction, you know, I gotta applaud them. You know, you gotta call them out when they're doing something wrong, and then you also gotta give them praise when they're doing something right. To me, this is the right move. I mean, you know, you guys saw the 5,000 dislikes. It might be for different reasons, but overall, I like this idea, and I will definitely take one of those training once it becomes available in my channel, so I can get rid of my warning that I got, which was bullshit, but it is what it is. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.